This is a celebration of our true hero while he's still alive and picking and kicking. Doc Watson's music made, 3 people from Switzerland, 6,000 miles away, travel all over the world. This is what we play. We play Doc's music. He's our biggest hero. Always was and always will be. So we want to thank Doc for doing what he always did, just playing good music, and we hope we can follow that tradition for a long time.
You are listening to WOOP-LP, Cleveland, Tennessee. WOOP FM is a broadcasting service of the Traditional Music Resource Center, and we play America's original music.
Where'd the old town go? They moved it all north of here in the shopping mall.
Good morning and welcome to Old Town Cleveland here on WOOP FM 99.9, or you can go to the internet at www.woopfm.com. You can call us here at 614-5553. Debbie Moore, tell me what's going on today.
Good morning, Ron. It's December the 20th, 2014, almost Christmas. We've made it again this year. Folks, we're going to have a really exciting show today. We have a live bluegrass band with us, and I know that our listeners really enjoy when we get musicians to come in and play live. So call your friends and call your neighbors and tell them to tune on in, and then you'll get to hear this show again on YouTube about midweek. What else is going on, Ron?
Well, if you're a high school wrestling fan, there's a big state tournament type here, 3 states there. There are kids from Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee here at Bradley High School. The finals are at 4 o'clock today. There's 55 state-ranked wrestlers from Tennessee alone in this tournament, 29 teams. So it's been started at 5 o'clock yesterday, got done about 11:30 last night, started again at 9 o'clock this morning, and it'll go, and the finals will be at 4. So if you like that. And
Ron, we lost a member of the community today from a big music family. We lost Clinton Berger yesterday, and our condolences go out to the Berger family and friends.
Clint was a good friend, and Randy, and of course Anthony passed a few years ago. So our condolences go out to them.
Randy, Anthony.
Anthony, excuse me.
The other brother.
Randy's been dead in the head for a long time, but no, Randy's a good guy too. Randy's more my age, but I know Clinton and Anthony very well. I remember when Anthony was 6 and could outplay most musicians. He was an amazing prodigy, I guess. So this is Connection 27. Now, where'd that name come from, guys? Somebody walk up to the microphone and tell me.
Yeah, this is when we see who's going to be the spokesperson. They all backed up. This is not a good sign, Ron.
Yeah. Somebody got to talk here.
It's a local highway.
Local highway, okay. And now, where are you guys from? Tell us where y'all from. Get up close and tell us there.
I'm from Cleveland. I'm Tim Smith.
Tim Smith from Cleveland.
Jeff Graves from Riceville.
Riceville.
My name is John Shook. I'm from Pikeville, Tennessee.
Pikeville, all right.
And Jimmy Redden from Soddy Daisy.
Soddy Daisy.
Well, first of all, let me say.
Are you from Soddy or Daisy or Big Soddy or Little Soddy now? Which one?
Soddy Daisy is about all I know.
Oh, okay. Because, some people get torn up when you start.
More the Soddy side.
More the Soddy, yeah, okay. All right, so, guys, how long you been picking together?
Well, I think officially this configuration right here about October 1st of this year.
October 1st.
We had some things going on before that with a few other people, but this configuration right here.
Okay, you're going to have to get a little closer to the microphone, guys. I know it's hard. We got the microphones out in midair this morning.
You got to talk some and back up some, and so.
Not you are.
Well, why don't you just play us a song?
Maybe the easy.
What you gonna play?
We're gonna do you one called Carolina in the Pines.
All right.
She came to me, said she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. And she spoke of being in love with every mountain she had climbed. And she talked of trails she walked up far above the timberline. From that night on, I knew I'd write songs with Carolina in the There's a new moon on the 14th, first quarter the 21st, and a full moon in the last week brings a fullness to the earth. There's no guesswork in the clockwork of the world's heart or mind. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the When the frost shows on the windows and the wood stove smokes and glows, as the fire grows, we can warm our souls, watching rainbows in the cold. And we'll talk of trails we walked up far above the timberline. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the
All right. Very, very good.
Yes. Thank
So-
you so much.
How many albums you got out now?
Well, since October 1st, nothing yet.
Well, now after today, you're going to have to put out an album. I mean, guys, there are people who want to buy that stuff. That's good stuff. And
And I told them too that when they get a DVD or a CD done, to drop it by here, and we'd be glad to
Oh,
play it
we'll-
right before the show every
Yeah.
Saturday. Some.
we'll play your music for you. Sure will. Like I say, we've had a group called Mountain Cove come in here before, and we've played their DVDs quite often. We've had, we love good music here, and our station predominantly is a bluegrass station. They mix, and we have some talk shows and some craziness, and we have some, on Sundays we have a lot of just good old gospel music, some bluegrass and the old choir type stuff. So no telling what you may hear Michael Jackson, and then
I call it schizophrenic music.
Bill Monroe next. So.
Well, Ron, I'd like to say I appreciate the radio station playing bluegrass. I pass through quite often and
Good.
get to tune in, and we appreciate y'all for playing our music.
Well, it's part of our heritage, and our show is traditionally is a history show. We talk about moonshiners and where the stores used to be, and we had a 99-year-old guy over here told me about his first cell phone yesterday. And people when they ate possums because that's all they could get, and there was no Walmarts. We talk about all that stuff, but the music, it has a strong tradition through this area here too. Over in Ray County, you got people like Curly Fox that came through there, and and bluegrass. When the local radio stations started here, they started out with live music, just like we're doing today. So we think this is an important thing to do. I told you earlier that my dad, when WBAC radio came on at 6 o'clock in the morning, they played from 6 to 8. Then there's another band come in and played from 8 to 10 every morning. So it was just this style of music here. Play us another one.
All right.
What's this one going to be?
This is a song. It reflects a lot about what happened in this area where jobs were scarce back in the day, and a lot of people had to go north to work and long for home.
All right.
The mountains. All winter I've been working, making cars in Detroit. But tomorrow morning I'll be checking out. I'm leaving this old city and the hard times that I've had. I'm leaving Detroit, I'm heading south. I'm going where the southern breezes blow. I'm tired of Detroit's weather with its snow. Don't look for me tomorrow, 'cause tonight I'm checking out. I'm leaving Detroit, I'm heading south. I can smell the mountain laurel and the honeysuckle blues. I can taste that southern cooking in my mouth. I miss the ones that love me and the good times that I've had. I'm leaving Detroit, I'm heading south. I'm going where the southern breezes blow. I'm tired of Detroit's weather with its snow. Don't look for me tomorrow, 'cause tonight I'm checking out. I'm leaving Detroit, I'm heading south. I'm going where the southern breezes blow. I'm tired of Detroit's weather with its snow. Don't look for me tomorrow, 'cause tonight I'm checking out. I'm leaving Detroit, I'm heading south.
Oh,
And that was John Shook singing, the bass player. John, where'd you get that bass? I love an old upright bass. There's just no beating that sound.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a long story, and I don't know that you want me to tell.
Go
the whole
right ahead.
thing,
We
but,
like long
So
stories.
before we go there, I wanted to say that we dedicated that last song to a guy named Scott Webb and Gary Weber sitting over here, two Yankees that finally came south.
They finally saw the light, I
You know,
guess.
he's at Ohio State, and Webb is from Michigan, and he had to get to Tennessee.
Took
past
us a
Eco
little
Tech,
while to teach him how to say y'all correct.
and drink sweet tea.
Has he converted to a Vol fan yet? Or
Well, we'll probably yeah, but
He will eat gravy and
I didn't
biscuits.
pay no attention to that.
Yeah, he's got on an Ohio State
Go ahead.
jacket.
Where'd you get your bass?
Well, it's kind of a family heirloom, I guess you might say.
Oh,
It's been
wonderful.
passed through two sections of the family. It was originally part of a college ensemble, a choir, and over the years they had I guess had decided not to use it. Of course, programs as funds are get cut sometimes, but it found a new home, and we've been trying to take care of it ever since.
You know,
Wonderful.
my dad was a bass player like you, and his bass got gone from the family, and it ended up with a guy named called Boxcar Pinion. And,
Y'all recognize that name, I guess.
yeah,
Yep.
well, that's my daddy's bass that he played, and now his daughter plays it. And
We saw her at a
I said I
festival.
would like to buy my daddy's bass back. She says, "No, that's my daddy's bass." I said, "Oh no, that was my daddy's bass."
Yeah.
She's won. It's hers though. But
But Boxcar, the first thing he did was cut that little curly Q off the top so it'd fit in his station wagon. But now she's had it put back on now. But when we first saw it, we said, "Oh, But
that's
we would
funny.
really like to have that at our house, but I don't see that happening anytime soon."
So now, have you, all of you always played bluegrass, or have you played something else? Was you old rock and roller and long hair, and what did you get in there close?
Jeff, you can't shake your head. This is radio, honey.
Yeah, I was. I grew up playing Southern gospel most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was growing up. My family, my sister, we had a gospel group, and we traveled around quite often and played music a long time. But I was actually at a campground one time. Went over to they were having a bluegrass festival there, and I had never been, and I went and got hooked and decided this is what I want to do. And so I've been playing bluegrass ever since.
We're so glad that there are people doing that, because this is a lot of our heritage and our music on. What about, how long you been picking that mandolin?
This is Jeff.
Now Jeff, that's another one of them instruments that's tuned wrong. It's tuned just the reverse of a guitar, and it freaks me out when I try
Depends
to turn.
what you started playing first.
Well, if you played that first, the guitar would freak out,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
Well, I go back a ways. I played piano when I was younger, growing up, and really, just quite be honest with you, wasn't real interested in country music. I mean, I'm from around here originally, but I wasn't interested in country or bluegrass. And was in the Navy in 1990 through 94, and traveled overseas. And I was over there with a lot of guys from California and out west. And I don't know, when you're away from home like that, you tend to draw back to your roots, and everybody proud of where they come from, and I got into the Tennessee thing and started really listening to country and got into bluegrass, and I actually didn't start playing bluegrass till I came back. So I guess I was probably in my early 20s and started playing the mandolin. Bought me a little cheap mandolin, got somebody to show me a little bit on it, and kind of took off from there. So I guess I've been playing since around 1995, I guess.
Okay. How long you been doing this?
I was 11, so it'd be close to 25 years, I think.
All right.
But our family had a.
He told me that earlier, and I thought, Lord, I got shoes older than him, and he's talking about when he was 11 and then plus 25.
Right.
I've got underwear older than that, but I ain't got it on. I ain't got it on, but I've got it.
Mm-hmm.
I wash the car with it now.
So, John, who?
Well, originally, Mom and Dad just showed me enough to kind of where we could all play together, and it was a way for the family to spend time together, of course, as a lot of things are. And we were also going and being part of church, so it was a two-purpose solution, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. What about that banjo?
Jimmy's got I'm sorry to say this, a long history in music, he tells me. Traveled professionally for a while. Get up here close to the mic and tell us about it,
I
Jimmy.
grew up with it. My papa played fiddle. My dad plays guitar. My uncles play guitar. I grew up with it. I started when I was 10.
Always been bluegrass picker, or
Always.
see that's unique around here. Now I grew up and I had that long hair and played that heavy metal.
When he
stuff.
had hair.
Yeah, I used to have hair, but yeah, I played all that. But and my dad was, just turn his nose up. He was like
A
you guys, a
traditional
traditional
player.
musician, and he'd turn his nose up. But and then as I got older, I switched back over to the countryside, and so. But it's good heritage there, and I just love the music. It's unbelievable, and I know our people love doing this too. So what else you
I
got
had
for
a
us?
great opportunity to travel to Ireland, and when I got there, I went, well, they're almost playing bluegrass music, and because you can really, when you hear those traditional players, you can hear our music in it, or their music in our
The
music.
Gaelic sound,
The
it
Gaelic,
sure is.
Gaelic. What are we going to play now,
Actually,
boys?
Bill Monroe
Yeah.
started from a lot of the old, Irish Celtic music.
Yes.
And derived his sound from that into bluegrass.
And the when you hear the natives play their music, you hear that it's much more associated with our mountain music that we play around here. You can hear it much better than that, commercial version of it.
Who's your favorite bluegrass pickers? I mean, you got a
It's hard to
favorite?
pick, isn't it?
Oh, I like a lot of bands. There's a lot of good professionals. I guess as far as mandolin's concerned, I like Adam Steffi real well.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that mandolin player that you like?
Andy Lefowitz.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he can tear it up.
Yeah. He's something else too.
Yeah,
Chris
Andy-
Thiele, there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
A lot of
Andy's very
greats.
good. Yeah.
This right here, we got a gospel song that Jeff sings, and he does a really fantastic job on it.
Okay.
The Beautiful Altar of Prayer.
One day in and home.
walked down the aisle there toward me. The tears then came to her eyes, and she said, son, I've been praying for you, for fear that in sin you might die. Oh, the beautiful altar of prayer. I know Mother prayed for me there. She prayed for the Savior to guide me to the beautiful altar of prayer. My soul has been saved by the Master from the dark road of sin and despair, and I'm thankful to my dear loving mother and the beautiful altar of prayer. Oh, the beautiful altar of prayer. I know Mother prayed for me there. She prayed for the Savior to guide me to the beautiful altar of prayer. She prayed for the Savior to guide me to the beautiful altar of prayer.
Ooh, that's pretty, boys. Ron, you know what we're doing today?
What we're doing today?
We are causing trouble and mischief.
All right.
Because we've got all these folks out driving around and needing to do Christmas shopping, and there'll be people like Victor Hicks sitting in the parking lot somewhere for 2 whole hours listening to this show.
Now-
his wife sent him to Lowe's for one thing, and he was gone for hours.
If you
because
look up on the screen now, I just made your band bigger.
yeah, there you
There
go.
there are 8 of you up there now. How's that?
4 sets of twins. There we go.
Some of us back here pretty big anyway.
Yeah. Boys, that was beautiful.
Who was he talking about there?
I have no idea.
Got a big mouth
That
over
was
there.
just
Me and Timmy
beautiful.
go way back. We go way back. We like to kid each other and aggravate
That's
each other.
okay. That means that y'all get along.
So, what's your favorite song of all time? Which one?
And it don't have to be bluegrass.
the one you do.
Yeah, that was pretty good right there.
What's that? That was a pretty song. Yeah.
This song right here is a good one, I think. I really enjoy it. It's called "The Old Man in the Park."
Well, just go right
Well,
ahead.
just let's do it.
He can make you laugh or cry, and the very last words that he said to me are the leaves still painted green? Do the birds still look the same? Do the old dogs sleep all day? And the old man smiled at me and walked away. I went back and walked around, and the old man can't be found, just sitting on the carvings of his cane. Well, he never be back again. I remember my old friend, and often hear those words he spoke to me. Are the leaves still painted green? Do the birds still look the same? Do the old dogs sleep all day? And the old man smiled at me and walked away. Are the leaves still painted green? Do the birds still look the same? Do the old dogs sleep all day? And the old man smiled at me and walked away. And the old man smiled at me and walked away.
Woo. Folks, we've got people coming in by the studio and just sitting outside in the lobby listening.
Come on in here,
And,
yeah.
And y'all are welcome to come in and sit and listen too. I want to talk to Jimmy just for a minute. Jimmy, step up to that microphone. Before we went on the air, Jimmy was telling me that he did travel professionally for a little while. Let's talk about that a little bit. Talk about who you traveled with and what was the biggest audience that you ever played in front of.
Oh, the biggest audience. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Yes, it is. It is. I played with Ray Deaton the third time out. I played with him and his fiancee at the time is now his wife. But I traveled for them for about 7 years and filled in for third time out for a 3-month period while Steve recovered from hand surgery and got to play with him. The highlight of that was, if that wasn't good enough, playing the Grand Ole Opry at the Ryman Auditorium.
Oh, that's a good.
That was even better.
That would be good.
So I've been fortunate.
That'll give you chill bumps, won't it?
Yes, ma'am, it will. Yes, it will.
That's really exciting that you were able to do that.
Well, folks, you're listening to Old Town Cleveland here on Whoop FM 99.9, or you can go to the internet at www.whoopfm.com. You can call us here at 614-5553. We're going to open up the phones right now and see if anybody's listening. I bet you see that light flash just in a minute here. 614-5553. We've got Connection 27 here, a very good bluegrass band, and just having a ball. And someone's calling us. Wonder who it could be.
You'll need your headphones on, guys.
Good morning. You're live on Old Town Cleveland.
You know I'd be calling.
Well, I figured Sid would call in for a moment there, yeah.
Them boys are good, actually.
They are pretty darn good. Yes, they are.
They are. Do they taking requests?
Yeah, but they won't play them, but go ahead. What do you want them to play? If they know it, they'll play it. If they don't, they'll play something else.
Give me a shot of Flint Hill Special Hour by Earl Scruggs or Randy Lynn Rag.
I don't have my D-tuners on.
He don't have his D-tuner.
Don't have the cheaters.
Uh-oh.
I've got them, but not on.
How about something by Hayseed Dixie?
Hayseed Dixie.
We're still working on that. We're still working on
I wish I could have taken a picture.
Well, they do. You know, what is that
Of
song?
Tim's face.
You do a Sea of Heartbreak on. Didn't you do a version of that? We did. Yeah. Why don't you do that? Hey, listen
Yeah,
to this. Sid.
now, wait a minute. Let's ask them if they want to
Do you want to
that.
do that song?
Certainly.
Okay.
They want to do that
We'd
song.
love to.
Sid, listen up. Here they come.
Thank you, boys. We know this puts you on the spot as musicians. What is it, Tim says?
Yeah, I got headphones on. I couldn't hear.
Here we go.
The lights in the harbor, they don't shine for me. I'm like a lost ship adrift on the sea. Sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. How did I lose you? Oh, where did I fail? Why did you leave me? Always to sail. Sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on a sea of tears, sea of heartbreak. Oh, what I'd give just to sail back to shore, back to your arms once more. Come to my rescue. Oh, come here to me. Take me and keep me always at sea. The sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of your caress, so divine. I wish you were mine again, my dear. I'm on the sea of tears, sea of heartbreak, lost love and loneliness, memories of